Salutations. Welcome to another installment of your favorite podcast, the Dell Ryan Report. I am Ryan Humor, and
hey man, it's the ever so clever, the man with many endeavors, your favorite podcast host, Mr. About Dell Time. Peace, King.
Peace, King. How's your Saturday, man?
Hey, my Saturday is grand. It's really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Muy bien, you know what I'm saying? All of that. I'm loving it. McDonald's.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you working on your vocabulary and saying things like grand instead of Gucci. Because you used to say Gucci a lot, and that's basically saying like, how's your Saturday? You know, it's kind of KKK. Like that's kind of how
nobody says that. Sound. It's kind of KKK. I mean, that is a good term. Like, it's kind of KKK. It could be KKK. It's okay. KKK. I'm not going to use that because I'm black, but yeah, I mean, they could use that. No, when I say KKK, it was all good.
Fine. Yo, man, I just want to take this time to like shout out some of our listeners and fans for like coming through to my shows this week, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, bless up to my homie the real Kenny from my acting class. Bless up to my big home to my little big homie Jamestown J. Bless up to Veronica. Bless up to everybody that came out, man. I appreciate all of y'all. List goes on. Y'all was all looking out, man. I had a cool couple shows this weekend, and you know, it was good to see some of the people, man, especially early in the week. We was rocking the logo. You know what I mean? It's like, man, we like the new logo and listen to your show now because you changed the logo. They didn't say it in those words, but as I talked about it, they're like, oh, you know what? You should send it to me. But in my mind, I'm like, I've told you that I have a podcast with one of my greatest friends in the world, my brother that I've known 20 years. I've done told you this before. Yeah, I know you told me before, but like now that sweater kind of fire. Like, yeah, that sweater fire. What sizes you got? Listen to the show.
Because now you know what the difference is. You know what the difference is. They see the logo and they be like, oh, they got the sauce. That's all it is. They got the sauce. We saucy. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is. They see the logo and be like, damn, they got the sauce. That's exactly, you're right, man. See, yeah. That's why they pay you the big bucks. That's why, man. That's why. Also, yo, man, I think, do you guys something to tell me? Because I think you may have something to tell me, bro.
About what?
Because, because I'm just saying, man, like the last video you uploaded to our YouTube channel, the way you showing out with these details and graphics, bro. Are you trying to get a job with Pixar or something?
I'm trying to get a job. J-O-B. I'm about to graduate. So, I'm open up to jobs. I need a J-O-B in this world, in this industry. So yeah, holla at your boy if y'all got any
all
deals.
Right, man. Because for those, if y'all ain't seen it, man, you know what I mean? We post a story and put the new link in there. Shout out Instagram for making you easily be able to post a link in the story. But if y'all don't know, we also got a YouTube channel for these episodes. Man, I know y'all be listening, y'all be moving. But I know some of y'all, shout out to like y'all that drive a lot. Maybe you just want to put it on YouTube and see our faces on this little thing. You know what I mean? Or some of y'all that be at the gym on the stair climber. Shout out to all my stair climber posse, my stair climber brethren. If you want to just turn us on the stair climber on your YouTube, you could do that as well. So check out About Dell Time's editing abilities, man. Go to the YouTube channel, check it out. It's the Dell Ryan Report. Super easy to find. So, Dell, I got a question for you before we get into the show. I got a question.
Yeah. What's popping?
I don't know if you saw it, man, but recently, so Kanye, he left Kim. They officially single, and he got somebody that looked like just like her for the most part. I'm not gonna say she looked just like her, because that's kind of rude. But for the question, I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Really, like a lot of these women, like a lot of people look the same. It's like when Ye said on Stronger, there's 1,000 you, it's only one of me. But my question for you is this, bro. My question for you is this. If you was to split ways with Mrs. Cambria Montague and you was feeling real petty, you was the petty king and the overseer of many things, would you get somebody that looked just like her to be like, ha, replaced you? Or would you get somebody that looked the complete opposite of her to be like, ha, I never liked you?
Right. Now, I don't believe in getting a person that looks just like your ex. I always think you got to upgrade on your ex, because the last thing you want your petty ex to do, because exes is petty, regardless of how reserved they are. Believe me, my wife's super reserved. However, I know her pettiness is real. If she found out I had a chick that looked slightly like her, or just even had an outfit like her, like, oh, you went off and got a generic one like me. You know what I'm saying? And even in like, especially for like a Kim and Kanye situation, or a Kanye and Kim situation, just to be more formal, you can't do shit like that, because no matter how bad that chick is, because she bad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This nigga Kanye, I don't know how he doing that. I don't know what he doing, but nigga, he is helping these women too. He's helping boost their career. They're becoming more popular. They're becoming more popular. People are starting to get to know them because I never heard of her prior to seeing her with Kanye ever in my life. Now she all over the vlogs, right? Like, but in Kim's eye, it's just like, you went off and got another generic me. You went off and got a generic me. No matter how bad she is, it doesn't matter. You went off and got a generic me, and she can say that because Kim's status is so high that that's everybody else gonna see too. So, and I think that that's the same thing for like when you in a an unpublicized relationship. The moment that your friends happen to see you and they know that you done went off and got a partner that looked just like your partner that you recently had, they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga, man, he went off and got a girl who looked just like his ex. Either they're gonna say you got a type, or they're gonna say the same thing. He still want to be with his girl. He still want to be able to look at. He got one just like her. Look, that fool, look at him. He's sad to the motherfucker. He's sad. That's why I think Kim was so smart, because she went off every time. She's pretty much like changed up the game. Every boyfriend that she done ever had, or every partner that she done ever had, right? Now, especially with Pete Davidson, she switched it all the way up. She's like, all right, I already went on with all these black guys. I went from Reggie Bush. I done went from Chris Humphrey. I done went from, you know what I'm saying, Ray J, the list goes on, right? Now she with Pete Davidson. And now you done brought skinny pale niggas in the swag. Skinny pale niggas is the new swag. Black niggas is out the door. Skinny pale niggas is in. That's it. With tax.
Light skin niggas are skinny pale niggas.
No, I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm not gonna agree with that. And even to the point, you know what's funny about the Kardashians? My wife actually pointed this out to me the other day. She was like, they all do the same exact thing. They kind of do the same exact thing. Like, I guess like one of the sisters is dating Travis Barker.
Right. Now
you look at it like, now it's like, oh, you ready to Barker? I'm gonna give me a skinny dude with tattoos too. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's silly. That's silly. No, but that's a good answer, man. But I think that what's cold is that the thing is, man, like I don't think that she look like her. I just think that because of like the amount of swag that like Kim has, right? That those pictures that they took at that one time with the black outfit and the big glasses.
Yeah.
If you do that, then you just look like her. That's kind of how it be. It's like in 2000, it's like in 2003. If you was anywhere between like a little bit lighter than me, all the way to Drake's color, and you was anywhere from like 5'10" to 6'3", and you wore a New York hat with a button up, you look like Jay-Z. You look like him. Period.
There's a lot
That's
of
just
niggas
the end.
Getting that too. Joe Camel was getting that.
Right. Joe Camel was even getting it. So I'm gonna answer the question, but first I want to say
I know your ass is petty enough. You would go do it. We already know.
I'm gonna say how Ye should have did it, right? The thing is, I think he did. I think this is being overshadowed by something else that he did, but I thought it was real cool for him to like just go completely opposite. But when he went completely opposite with the white chick from the Uncut Gems movie,
yeah, right.
It was like you was still like kind of wilding out and stalking her and like doing videos and Uber looking for your kids and all that. I think in the beginning, if he just ignored her and then got somebody to look just like her, I think that's a dope move. Like you'll get somebody to look exactly like her and then ignore her. Like, you not even sad? Nah, I already got one. Because the way I see it, Kanye, this I'm gonna speak for myself. If I get in a new relationship, you see me with someone else with me out just publicized, I'm leveling up.
Leveling up, that's what I'm saying.
I'm leveling up. It's gonna be, but I'm saying don't be like, nah, it's a replacement. If it's a replacement, it's a better replacement. Like I promise you, it's a better sports car. But yeah, I would get somebody that look just like them if I'm being petty, just like them, just so I know they.
I know like, you would.
Just like them.
You know who did that shit? Exactly the move you said would do it. Chris Brown did that shit.
Well, who?
With Karuchi. His new baby mama looked just like Karuchi.
Is she just Asian?
No, have you seen her? You should pull her up. She looked very.
I'll take your word for it. It sounds like you speaking about this from like a lot of personal experience. As far as like somebody like being with somebody that looked like somebody, like it sounds like you got a lot of like a history.
I do. Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was younger in my prime, I loved this girl. Loved her. She went off. We broke up. She went off and got a nigga that looked just like me, B. Just like me, bro. Pissed me off. Had a baby with that nigga and hella shit. Like, nigga, what? Like, I was angry, nigga, hot. Nigga, they taking pictures, nigga, doing all the shit, nigga, like, niggas asking me, like, nigga, I see you in this picture, cuz. Like, nah, nigga, that wasn't me, nigga. That wasn't me. That was her new nigga. Nigga, I was mad, nigga. That was terrible. I was
bro, hold on, bro. Bro, hold on. Has that happened to you twice?
That shit happened to me twice, nigga. Probably 3 times, nigga. That shit that happened to me. Nigga, I don't know what it is. Nigga, every time a girl break up with me, they just want to go get a nigga look just like me, nigga. That's pettiness, too. Like, nigga take my swag, and then they dress that nigga up like me, too. The nigga be bummy at first when they first see him. Like, oh, nigga. Then they start dressing the nigga up like me. Like, where this? You know what I'm saying? I was wearing a little Cartier sweater store, little cardigan sweaters. Niggas, oh, yeah, nigga, put this cardigan sweater on. You gonna look cute at this. Nigga, do your hair like this.
Why you say they dressed him up like me? Who is they? They got a group. They got
the girl.
Like they just have a build a Dell shop.
They have a build a Dell. Nigga, come on. Yeah, that nigga got so much swag. You know, nigga, I'll be having swag. They gonna have him talk like me. Like, yeah, nigga, woo, woo, woo. Nigga be talking crazy, doing his head shit like that now. Nigga, you never was like that. You weren't built like that. You ain't from where I'm from. Nigga, like, nigga, just saying, though, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, they been trying to be cool with me. Then them niggas trying to be cool with me. Like, yeah, nigga, you have the cool. I heard about you, dog. Yeah, nigga, I know you have, nigga. She probably still talk about me.
One of them niggas stole one of your friends too, huh?
Yeah, stole my whole friend. Whole best friend. They got a handshake and other shit. Took my whole nigga from me.
See, that's what be happening, man. Y'all be out in these streets like we light skinned and we happy about it, la la la. But you know, y'all, it's not a lot of y'all, but it's enough of y'all that you could just replace, you know what I mean? But for us, with like for dark skinned niggas, it's different hues of dark skinned niggas. But for y'all all just one color. It's just one shade of beige collectively. But for us, you can't replace me with Wesley Snipes.
Not at all.
You can't. But somebody could replace the dude Daniel Gallinari, the winner of American Idol, with you, and that's a whole different shade of light skin. But y'all just that's the beige breath, and that's how it goes, man.
No, usually what happens with y'all is this: it's either this, right? It's either no. What happened with my dark skinned brethren? What usually happens with y'all is if they leave y'all, right, they go off and go get a whole total different nigga, light skinned nigga, soft spoken. This nigga be out there like, yeah, I really love her a lot. She's my girlfriend, and you know, she's really nice and things like that. Or if they had a dark skinned nigga and he was just extra rough like that. Or sometimes what they would do, if they had a light skinned nigga and he was like, hey, we're gangster, then they go get another dark skinned nigga. Like if they had it's always an inverse on that kind of situation. Like, oh yeah, that nigga was hella light skinned. They go get a dark skinned nigga that's like hella gangster. Nigga smoke backwoods, hella shit. Nigga smoke.
You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say once they leave a dark skinned dude, that's when they be like, I'm not dating any more black guys.
Yeah,
and they go
that too.
Completely white. They go completely white.
No, I've seen it. You had that happen to you
several times.
I know, nigga. They leave you. They can go get Todd. Nigga like Zach Todd. Nigga. They go get nigga. They'll leave me and be like, I'm never dating a black guy again. And then go date a white nigga. Like a white hardcore white nigga. This nigga still robbing niggas and shit. Like in his 30s. Like nigga. Nigga out there with pit bull fights and shit. Nigga like that nigga gangster. Like,
a poor white nigga. Wow. Shut the fuck up, Dell. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Speaking of, wow. Segue. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but you should have heard it. I don't know if we made this song of the week yet. Maybe we did.
We did when it first came out.
Okay. Oh, we did because we talked about it. We talked about that song ad nauseum. Yeah. Kanye got this song out with The Game called Easy. It just rides. It rides so hard. And they say, I like when rappers just say like cool things like Game is spitting. Game is doing what he do, but he said something just like gorilla. The way he says like gorilla riding a bull. That sounds just This just why
like what is the depiction of that? A gorilla just riding a bull like this?
And then it's like, and then he does some rapper name wordplay stuff that's way better than his usual rapper name wordplay stuff. I'm not gonna mess it up. Look it up. The way he says, oh, I don't want to. Too many top YG. Too many. Don't want to do it. But he says Tyler $, YG the problem, and something else. But it's dope. And then Ye's verse is crazy.
Right.
Mr. Narcissist, like I'm not no more counseling. I'm not negotiating with therapists.
I'm not negotiating with therapists. That was cold. That was cold. I even like the intro. The intro. There once was a young boy. Young way. Life was never easy.
He once was a young thug from a young thug. The sample is cold. Like it's a great song. However, so I'm thinking like, yo, if y'all do make a video, cool. If you don't make a video, that's cool. Like whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not tripping. It's got that like 90s 808, that hard
that shit you hear.
Like,
yeah.
It's like an air bass, like it's amazing. But they dropped the video the other day, and I didn't hear about the video the way I thought I would hear about the video. I thought I would hear about the video from Mr. About Dell Time, because he's a music connoisseur. Like, yo, I don't know if y'all seen the video yet, but it's a cold video.
You put me on.
In space, they in NASA, and it's like gorillas riding bulls, and then everybody got locks. And then at the end of the video, you zoom out in the moon, it's J. Cole. Like,
yep, facts. But that would have been perfect video.
But of course. But the video is actually Kanye murdering a clay version of Pete Davidson. Yeah. Some of y'all maybe in our age range, some of y'all aren't in our age range. Either way, they used to have this show. They used to have a video game called Clay Fighters on Sega. And they also used to have a show on MTV called Celebrity Deathmatch. They like clay people fighting each other. So the video is like a clay version of, actually, Kanye cuts off Pete Davidson's head and then plants it and then grows flowers out of it and rides a motorcycle with his body in the bag, and he murders the guy, basically, in the video. And I don't. So here's my thing, right? This is the first time that I've seen Kanye do something in the comments. In the comments, I didn't see as many of these comments. I saw comments, but I didn't see as many of Kanye's a genius. Because usually you see those comments no matter what he does. But for this one, I didn't really see that many comments. And I kind of feel like, I think this is one of those situations where things are just kind of getting scary. It's kind of getting a little scary, if you will, because this isn't cool. So, how do you feel about it? Because I saw the video, I sent it to you, and you was like, I'm going to save my comments for the show. Me and Dell, sometimes, I'll tell you guys, like maybe like 78% of the time, when me and Dell have a topic, we'll talk about a little bit here and there. Like, what do you think about this? All right, cool, we'll put it on the show. Okay, back. But I sent in this video, he said, saw it, saving it for the show. So I've been anxiously waiting to find out how you feel about this, bro. Let me know.
All right, I want to start with the good things first. As far as the video idea was dope. I actually thought the video whole play out was dope. I love the little clay people. I thought the darkness, kind of that night before Christmas kind of theme was really, really dope. I thought that it was eerie, but it was nice. You know, you got Game sitting on the casket with a cross on it. You know what I'm saying? With this sky view of him, like in a like it looked like maybe he was in a grave, in a dug grave or something like that, or like a tomb or something like that. That shit was fire. Kanye's verse, right? I think it fit so much of what he's been putting out these last few years, like with the Balenciaga look, the mask over the face, you know, the boots, everything like that. Like all of that shit fit very well into what we now see Kanye evolve to. Very great idea. I think the person who ever made the video did a great job of the storytelling within the video. Did a great job of that. Like it didn't, and what I mean by that was like some videos you get a video and it's like they depicting every word that the person's saying. So this where it's like it's clear that you can see it. Sometimes that's cool, but sometimes it's like that could be a little bit off-putting a little bit.
Yeah.
But this one was really, really dope because it was like, yeah, you still get the storyline and you getting it in a very good way. Life was never easy. You got Eazy-E, that's made out of clay in the video. That was kind of fire, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And that's because when I heard the song, so I was thinking like, oh, Eazy-E, this is a respect to Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, right? Now, to get to the shit that was just crazy, right? Like, so when he goes and he goes and he plants the seeds on Pete David's head after cutting it off and then burying it, right? And then putting some seeds on it, and then it grows into roses. And then he literally chops the roses and puts it in a truck. And then now the truck is looking like it's on its way to Kim's house because he essentially did that, right? He did that shit where he sent a whole thing of roses to Kim. Shit's scary, bro. This is some real stalkers. This is some real trolling shit. This is beyond trolling. Like, this is why you're not seeing a bunch of genius shit, because now we're in a PC culture. We can't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't old hip hop where you could do some shit like, yeah, da, 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 da. Even in old hip hop, this would be simp. When Chris Brown, I'm sorry to keep mentioning Chris Brown in this, but when Chris Brown was doing that shit about Karuchi, when niggas was typing Bradford, like took a picture with her, the game liked a photo of her or some shit like that. Nigga was losing his cool. Niggas was like, nigga, Chris need to shut up. Chill out, niggas. Niggas can do that. Let Karuchi live. But y'all celebrating this nigga Kanye for doing this shit. Like, good job. Beating off Pete Davis. Like what? Like, he can't be, like, Kim can't be with nobody else. Like, that's it. Like, this is the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do this shit. This is some scary shit. This is trolling. If this was, I think I heard a comedian, actually, DL Hughley. I heard DL Hughley say this shit. DL Hughley said, if this was my daughter, I would do something about that shit. Because if something was to happen to Kim or something was to happen to Pete Davidson, it's going to be on Kanye. Kanye is going to be the first nigga to get investigated. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter who did it. That's what they're going to look into. You don't need to be doing this shit. You cool. Like, why? Like how we're so into this factor of like, we want to celebrate cool motherfuckers. This ain't cool, bro. This is not cool. You don't get no cool points like this. If a nigga did this shit in high school, y'all be like, that nigga's weak. Nigga, you out here chasing that girl like that because she want to date Johnny now because he's on the basketball team. Like, niggas would be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be clowning, bro. You know what I mean? But now with Kanye, ain't no matter how many beats this nigga can make, no matter how many lyrics this nigga can put, this shit is creepy. You don't do no shit like that. You don't put on a whole video or you mad because you wasn't treating your wife the way she wanted to be treated and she decided to leave you. You wouldn't have seen you since Jake left out here with we didn't talk about one of the girls. We done seen you with the girl from Uncut Gems, but now we see you with this new girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you obviously are getting your pick. You know what I'm saying? The sources say that he's paying these women and telling them, hey, I'm going to boost your career. And that's why they're like dating him and doing this shit, right? I don't know if that's true or not, but I know if you was a young woman in the game and you trying to get your name big, this is the perfect way to do it.
Right.
It's a perfect way to date with Kanye and get on it. But why even trip, bro? Like, take care of your kids. That's what the fuck you should be worrying about. Now this shit, and you know, it was like I said, like a few weeks ago, I said, it's cool if he want to take care of his kids. You're tripping about that shit, and you like, yo, this shit, they trying to take my kids away. I ain't seeing my kids. Yeah, we need to talk about that. But nigga, if you just tripping because she with somebody else getting long dick from somebody else, nigga, then nigga, what the fuck you think? Like, we ain't never seen Kim just sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna be single. I don't think I've ever heard Kim be like, yo, I'm just gonna be single. Fuck it. Every time Kim then got a relationship, she done been with the next person. So why are you, what's new? She's already showing you her pattern. This is why you fuck with her. Now you mad because she switched up? Is it because she went with a white dude? Is that what it is? Because I think that's kind of what it is. I think it's because she went with a white dude and that nigga just hot. Like, I think if she went with somebody like Drake, Drake would have he would have killed himself if it was Drake. But he killed himself. Like, what you mean Drake and Drake she done became a stepmom to Adonis? Like, nah, that shit can't be right. No, but I definitely think this is some simp shit, bro. This is some simp shit. This is some like, this ain't cool, bro. You losing your cool points on this shit, Kanye. Like the video, luckily the video and the song is so catchy. Not the video, I'm sorry, the song is so fucking catchy. Because if it wasn't, nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you, it would not be cool. But the Kanye stands are gonna love this shit. They're gonna look, he's just trying to get his wife back. I don't think that's what he's trying to do. Fuck that. Nigga, my wife leave me, nigga, and go with somebody else. Nigga, peace, nigga. Go live my life. Nigga, you're a billionaire. Nigga, get any girl in the world. Nigga, what the fuck you worried about? You tripping. That nigga tripping. That's my thoughts. He tripping. He tripping.
Bro, I think it's you make the point you made about the video is outstanding, because honestly, like, the video for what it is, the video is really good. Like, it's black and white, it's claymation. I haven't seen claymation in so long. Like, the game is a real person, but everyone else is in like clay. And then it's nostalgic in a way, because like he's riding this motorcycle, right? For a four-wheeler or whatever. And then
through the desert.
But like when him and Kim had kind of first got together, and Kanye's video for Bound 2, Kim and Kanye are in a motorcycle, like, and making love on a motorcycle. It's like full circle is like, now I'm riding on a four-wheeler with your boyfriend's head. The thing, like, to me, it's just like, it's gotten to a point where, here's the thing, it's gotten to a point where it's this is what I believe. There was times where, like, I don't know if for people like watch the OJ documentary or whatever, like Made in America, there was times where people knew what was going on with like him and Nicole, but they didn't say nothing. I'm not saying this is like abuse. I'm not saying this is physical abuse, but there's people that wouldn't say nothing. People are like, damn, why didn't nobody say anything? And even like Michael Jackson and shit, like, people didn't say nothing. And I don't mean people like outsiders. I mean people close to people, right? I'm talking about like your friends, people who are like, hey man, like, don't do that. Like, why are you moving in that way? Like, but I think you get to a point where once you get so much money, once you reach a certain level of fame, you don't listen to nobody, because there's no way. And I get it. I understand. Like, you can't, let me not say I get it. I'm gonna say I don't get it. People like, well, if you listen to people, then like, if you listen to people, you can't be a genius. Yes, you can. Because people that are geniuses, they usually get smarter by listening to people. Like, that's kind of just how it goes. Like, the people that keep elevating just because they listen to somebody, but you can't. And I think we see this stuff and no one around here can do anything about it. Like, even like, I watched a Rick James documentary the other day, right? It's called Super Freak. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah.
Outstanding. You seen it?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? But it got to a point where he became this character, and like, people that were around him, one of his people made like a good point. He was like, because Rick had stopped doing coke and was like doing crack. When you start doing coke, like, there's only a certain amount of people that are around in your house. But when you start doing crack, it's a drug anyone can do. So the circle was different, and you can't tell them nothing. Like, you got so much bread, you can't tell anyone anything. And I think that's kind of where we're at, because there's no way you have a circle. There's no way you have a circle of people that like let you go about on Instagram like that. Or like, eventually somebody was like, hey, delete all that shit. But to go on for so long, you don't have nobody that's like, hey man, sit down, bro. What are you doing? You don't have no one that to say that to you. And I get it. Like, I get it. I mean, let me not say I get it. I hear it. His mother passed away years ago. I don't want to imagine what that's like at all. You fall in love with this woman. You're like a great artist. Like, from what I can understand, like, for what Kanye's done for culture, he hasn't done anything bad. Honestly, like, as far as like words or whatever, like, so be it. But like, these actions are whack. So, like, all things aside, like, hate him or love him or whatever, Kanye has done outstanding things for culture over the past 20 years. Period. And this is whack. Like, even with the whole Drake thing, right? When it's Drake's like, yeah, I had to push a T diss, but it was written and everything, but like, I was told not to put it out. People like, wait, what? Like, why would you wait? What? He should have put it out. What? Really? And it's like, that stuff goes, no pun intended, that stuff goes like in the ether forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like Jay-Z like regrets things that he said during that Nas beef or whatever. Right. I'm sure Nas don't necessarily like regret ether. Maybe he regrets parts of ether. And Drake would have put out this album, this forever recording that would have been out forever for Pusha T, who's a respected artist, but is someone that's relevant every 3 or 4 years. Like, he did a performance on The Late Show the other day for Diet Coke or whatever in like a snowstorm on the Colbert Report. Like, that's cool. I think Pusha T's relevance, like, a lot of it comes from like the circle of like Kanye, the circle of good music. But in reality, like, what would that Drake just have done what would the Drake just have done? Like, because we'd be in the same, here's the thing. If Drake dropped that diss, we'd be in the same situation we're in right now. But Drake would have lost. But my whole point is like, he has somebody in his ear like, hey, no, have you heard what you just wrote about this man? No, I'm pissed off you talked about my kid. You called my baby mama slut. No, you can't release this, bro. This is 2018, bro. In 2022, are you really gonna be happy you wrote this song? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't do that. I'm the Degrassi guy. I'm not gonna do that. I want people to like me. Versus Bush, can do all the coke stuff all they want, but that's not Drake's move. So for Ye, I say all that to say, like, he's got so much money that like people can't be like, hey man, that's whack. And you also got people around you where you get so much bread that like the people that do want to tell you, they're tired of talking to you because they know you don't listen. Like Antonio Brown. You was telling me once, you were like, I don't really know if he has like mentorship. I'm not sure who's around him. I watched this episode of the show where they got Chad Johnson, they got Brendan Marshall, a couple other football players, and they're like, yo, so they're talking about Antonio Brown and so on and so forth. They're like, Chad, you ever speak to me from Florida? Chad's like, yeah, man, I spoke to him. They're like, well, how do you think if you called him that he would have walked away from that money for this, that, and this? Chad's like, man, we've had those conversations for hours, man. Like, well, did you call him this one time? Chad's like, listen, I've spoken to him. And he said it in a way where it's like, I told him. Well, y'all got family members and friends like that. Like, hey, did you tell so-and-so that they shouldn't have sold that car? Bro, I've had that conversation with him 7 times in the last 7 years, but not last night. Last night wasn't on new shit. But when you get to a certain level, you be like, I know more than everybody, and that shit is dangerous. And everybody's like, he's a genius. If you bought the STEM player, cool. Got it. I made fun of you. I'm going to crack some jokes. But if you really into music, fine. If you want to collector's item, fine. Resale value, whatever you do with your money is cool. But this shit ain't cool. Not cool. There's no way you can make it cool. And you can be like, yeah, get him. Even the bar in the song was like, why is this bar in this song? The song's so good. Like, all right, whatever. We'll still stop the song because the song's super good. Then we get this video and it's like,
you're tripping. And it's like you could have made the video, right? And just did all of that same shit, like just so I could beat Pete David's ass. Even if you wanted to take a small scene and take that little small scene and, like you said, MTV Deathmatch, maybe he just wanted to do the celebrity deathmatch shit and had him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in that little small scene, like that would have been cool. You know what I mean? But to go chop the flowers off, all of this shit, chop his head off, all of that other shit, it's like, come on, bro. Like you're going too far. Like not even to the point. And I hate to say it like that because I mean, I feel like in music, and partly it's because Pete Davis is not a musician, not an artist. This isn't you going back and forth with another artist who could do this shit. Now, the only thing Pete Davis really could do is get on skit, make fun of that nigga. Get on SNL and make fun of him. You know what I mean? And guess what? More people are going to eventually see that than they're going to see the Easy video. Because SNL is going to be, SNL is always going to, you know, SNL meets a massive crowd. And then it just continues to continue to give you this depiction of a crazy person. Because that's all he got to do. Like when he was like, I think he did one like back in 2018 about Kanye. He was like, and they start floating this around. They're like, yo, like, Kanye, just take your meds. Just take your meds. Like they said you off your meds, just take them. I take my meds because, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da. Like he was clowning. And he gonna go on and do that shit. And you know SNL sitting there, oh yeah, this is perfect. Because they're gonna write it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and and from what it sounds like, Pete Davidson ain't taking it hard. Like, I mean, we're probably being more critical about this move, and it's mostly because I look at it like this: like Kanye, you too cool. Like, I'm not looking at it to say, oh, he creepy, or I think he's gonna do something. It's because it's taking away your cool points. Like, you know what I mean? It's you too fucking cool for this shit to be even tripping. Like I mentioned the high school analogy. Like you in high school, you ain't gonna see the Hooper tripping because his girl that he was fucking with dated a nerd. Like they'll put that shit on TV all forever. They'll put it on TV forever that yeah, he was tripping because he went with the outsider from school and now he got to fight the outsider. The only reason why he's doing that, when you do shit like that, you making that motherfucker cooler. When you do shit like that, you making the person that you're trying to humiliate cooler. Because they like, damn, he looks hella cool because he's just taking that shit from Kanye and Kanye's sitting over here still dishing out. Like he really under Kanye's skin. Like he's literally under his skin right now. And you're letting it show. You know what I'm saying? For somebody who don't give a fuck about nothing, all you care is this and da-da-da-da-da, you let this one boy who may not even date Kim Kardashian next year. May not even be fucking with Kim next year. You know what I'm saying? So every man she get, you gonna do that shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna look stupid on you. You're gonna look real bummy. Pretty soon,
It's gonna be no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say just gonna look. That's it. It's gonna look fucking stupid, Kanye. Now,
I was gonna say like it's wild because like the way they moving, right? The way he moving, like if I got to get a benefit of the doubt and play like devil's advocate a little bit, the way he moving is almost like they had a conversation a while ago. It's like, man, hey, you know what? Your wife is the best lady ever. He's like, thanks, man. So you wouldn't try to get with her? Like, nah, that's like my sister. Like, I respect your relationship. Like, honestly, like I look up to you as like a brother, and I look at y'all kind of like as my parents kind of way because I just like being around y'all. Like y'all said, it's just a good example for a young cat like me. You know what I mean? All right, that's cool. As long as you would never ever do nothing, like, man, I will never do that. I hope y'all's relationship lasts forever. Feel me? Like, give me a hug. All right, I love you, Pete. I love you, gang. Yeah. And they had like a conversation like that. They had a conversation like that. If they had a conversation like that, if they had that conversation in those specific words in that way,
yeah,
all of this is valid.
All of this is warranted. Yeah, all of this is great. All of this is good. You did it. Like, yo, bro, you said you would never do this. Ever.
And
you know what I'm saying? And we hugged. It's over. And later down the line, this gonna kill me is because in like 5 years, we're gonna see these niggas being cool. And that's what's gonna kill me. You're gonna see it cool, like, oh, that video you did about me was so cool. It's gonna be laughing and joking.
I hope that's what happens. They're like, I literally hope this is some Jay-Z Beanie Sigel. It's only entertainment. I hope that. I hope it's just high level troll sucking kind of like, I got the Dell Ryan report to talk about me for 4 out of 6 weeks. Got them niggas. Ha ha. Okay, cool. You win. That's great. I just don't want to see like, I don't want to see like Ye on some whack documentary. Like everything was cool until he ran up on Taylor Swift. And then since then, it was all bad. So
that's true.
Yeah,
it's I'm just mad because it's just one of our idols just losing. I mean, and I'll say that realistically. Like he's an idol. Like he's an idol to a lot of different people, you know, regardless of how he may have transitioned, you know, whether his politics or whether it is, he's still an idol. He's still a music icon to everyone. And you know, he's on this Michael Jackson shit, regardless of whatever you want to say about his personal life, you know what I'm saying? He's still done great shit as far as music and as far as like being able to change the way we look at music. So it just sucks to see you even tripping about this. It's small time, bro. It's small time.
That's what it is. It sucks to see him tripping. And the thing, you know what's cold is that's what I mean. Like when you get so much money that nobody can tell you nothing. And the thing is like, again, so if this is just some entertainment stuff, then okay, cool. Like it don't really matter if you lose no cool points because you got so much bread. It don't matter if anybody think that you a simper. It don't matter if this looks desperate. It's like me and you was talking about this. Me and you was talking about how that little clip when LeBron, Ariza, and Westbrook like, hey, shut up. Just talking to fans like, shut up. Like, get out of my face. You don't know about basketball. And it's like, and respectfully, it's because they're too old to be in the league and they got too much bread. They don't got to be there because you only move like that if you don't know or if you don't care. If you're a young cat, like, hey man, you can't talk to the fans like that. They buy tickets, they pay a salary. You in your rookie contract. You know what I mean? You got to be a good person. You got to be a model citizen around the league. Like, all right, man, my bad. I'm working on not being so mad because we used to talk like that to fans in college here, man. You got to stay. You want to stay good, so they look down. You got to be a model citizen for the kids. I didn't know. Westbrook, Ariza, and LeBron, they don't care. Like, bro, I'm in LA, bro. Like, I'm good. Like Westbrook said, Westbrook, how do you take those booze home with you at night? Booze home with me at night? For what? I got kids at home. Right. They can take those booze home with them. It's funny. Yeah. Funny as shit. They don't care. That's how Ye is. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put out this video. I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm fine. I got hella money. I just want to do this to like troll him and have the video out forever because the song is dope. And we should make a video with Clay. I ain't seen Clay in a while. Clay is cool. I'm not really trying to get her back. I'm tired of her anyway, but I just want to put the video out for art. Fine. I hope that's what it is.
I hope so. If that's what it is, great shit, Kanye. I hope that's what it is.
I hope so.
I don't think that's what it is.
I hope so. I hope that's what it is. It's like it could be hits like this. LeBron and Ariza and Westbrook can just be like talking shit like we saw. Or they could be talking shit like we saw, and it could be a Ron Artest situation.
Oh,
but it could be so. It's one of the other. Like it's like you genuinely care about what they're saying. Anyway, but I don't think that I'm gonna provide Ye with the benefit of the doubt because the way it seems like everything is moving, like in his arena, this seems so small that there's no way you will let all that collapse to like
It can't be.
To like,
it can't be. I mean, you might be right. You might be. I don't think it is. And I mean, in the end of the video, he says, "I'm just playing." You know, he does say some shit like that, like in text, like it's just some shit like in the video. So I seen that part. However, Kanye, you could do better.
I feel like worry about this. You know who else can do better? You know who else can do better? Footlocker can do better. Just recently, Footlocker heard from Nike because Nike was like, "Hey, yo, we taking all of our stuff out of y'all stores. We're not messing with Footlocker no more. It's bad. Starting in late 2022, early 2023. We're not putting nothing else in there." And Footlocker was like, "Okay, well, you know what? We could do better.
Crocs.
We gonna sell more Crocs. we gonna sell more shoelaces. We gonna sell more. We gonna sell jeans with the patches on them. We just finna make moves. You know what I mean? So
NBA jeans."
Dell, you read a piece on this. Can you tell our listeners about like Nike's alleged move, like your speculatory vision you saw about this?
Well, my speculatory vision, I don't know how you what. So I stop using these great words.
Speculatory.
Don't matter. Look, my spec. No, I'm not. I want to do it. It works. It's over. My tongue doesn't work that way. Look. It's false. But no, from what I think that basically Nike being a $200 billion company and Footlocker, I think being like $20 billion. What are they?
I think it's less than 10. Okay.
So, well, whatever. So 9 billion, whatever they are, right? Like they're a $9 billion company. Nike's making a move. This is chess, not checkers. You feel me? And what they're doing is they're literally saying, okay, we're gonna take all of our product out. Because mind you, they had House of Hoops in there. They got a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of people would go to Footlocker literally for that particular section. Like, hey, I want to go to the House of Hoops section because they're gonna have the Jordans. They got the unlimited, the retro Jordans. They got the shit that you can't just get. And I think that this is a move to eventually buy Footlocker so they can have more storefronts. This is on some like Metro PCS, T-Mobile take over Metro PCS type shit. Like to literally have more network, and then you have more stores in the mall. Yeah, so that's literally what this is. This is what this is. And it's just a play to do that. And so, I think
go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say you told me something along the lines of like when we talked about earlier, you told me that like by them doing this is gonna drop Footlocker's worth. So to be like,
yeah, it's gonna, yeah, exactly. So it's gonna, and that's exactly what it's gonna do. It's gonna knock down the work because they're not gonna get as many sales in no more. So nobody's gonna be going to Footlocker. Lately, if you even think about it, no. But I mean, even if you think about it now, right? Who really shops at Footlocker now? Like even at this point, like even with them having Nike in it, who really shops at it right now? Because people are
niggas be in there though.
No, niggas be in there looking. Like niggas be in the mall, like, oh, I'm gonna just go here. Like, you know how you be in the mall with somebody, they be like, oh yeah, why you over here in Detroit? Like I'll be doing that shit. Like, oh, my girl wanna go over here to this place over here, I'm gonna go over here and go look at shoes. I'm not gonna buy shit. I just wanna look and see what shoes they got out. And then when I see what shoe they go out, I'm gonna go either go look that shit up online and see if it's cheaper and go buy the shit. Like I don't even need the shit at the store. And especially like when all of these see the thing about Nike is Nike's trying to get to these places that are like Shoe Palace, that are like Cool Kicks, like all these different spots that are like more. They went away from being like more like commercial to being like more like pop culture because it's like a point like when you go to Cool Kicks, it's like people who shop at Cool Kicks, like they do a whole YouTube channel where when they're famous people to walk in there like, oh yeah, they try to make this shot like you can win these shoes, like it's popping, it's innovative. People want to go see it. It's intriguing. So things like that and Footlocker don't have that no more. Footlocker, you know what I'm saying, was like the place you wanted to be at when you first got out of high school in the early 2000s as your job. Like, I want to go work at Footlocker. I want to work at Champs, you feel me, so I could be fly every day. That shit ain't even got that. Niggas don't even want to work there no more. They don't even want to work there no more.
You know what's the cold part is actually Footlocker. Footlocker was like the third to last place that niggas wanted to work.
Exactly.
I worked at Foot Action. That was the shit. That's where you had to be. If it wasn't,
I thought you worked at Champs.
I worked at Foot Action in Stockton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked at Foot Action. Foot Action was the shit. People wanted to work at Foot Action, and people kind of wanted to work at Finish Line because Finish Line was huge. It was a really nice store. And then there was a tie between like Champs and Footlocker. Footlocker got more fly when they stopped making niggas wear those T-shirts with the referee things on them. Once you stopped dressing like a zebra, Footlocker came up. It's like, oh, you don't got to wear that no more. And then Footlocker had, not only did they have House of Hoops, but Footlocker had only at Footlocker Nikes. Period. Like nobody else really had those. We had some like whack ass Reebok campaign a couple times. Finish Line out like an Adidas campaign, but Footlocker had House of Hoops and like only I feel like Nike's like odd weird colors of things. Like Dell said, you walk in and you want to look around. Like I just need to look around. Like you know what? And then Footlocker was like in a weird way. Footlocker had expensive stuff and cheap stuff versus for some reason like Finish Line was really expensive. Foot Action was really expensive, but Footlocker and Champs did like a really good thing to like have them both for you. So, but that's like old school nostalgia. So in a way, like as the malls close, we don't need stores anymore. It's like, man, we ain't got no reason to go up in there, especially when it's like you said, when they want to do more like a urban pop culture thing where it's like, let's just have our own storefront. And Nike kind of like the way when it comes to outlets and things like that, the Nike outlet used to be a place you can go pull up on and find something nobody else even had, whatever. Like, yo, I got this one thing. You got a wall with the shoes. You got other stuff in these rows where it's like, yo, they got these J's for $50 and they selling them hella quick. Now, if you go inside of a Nike outlet is just a store with sale stuff on the back wall. Because everything that's in the aisles, that shit is like basically regular price. It's like $15 less than Footlocker, $15 less than Champs or whatever. So I think what they want to do, to your point, is like just basically get the storefronts and then put all their stuff in there, or just do some shit where we're going to take all your stuff out and then buy it, and no one's going to really know that it's us now. Like how people be like FedEx Kinkos. Ain't no Kinkos. FedEx bought Kinko's 1,000 years ago, and you go into FedEx to ship stuff, and you print stuff, and you use a computer. It's not FedEx Kinko's, it's just FedEx. But people don't. We're so oblivious to like people just buying shit. Like, yeah, FedEx Kinko's, but ain't no FedEx Kinko's, ain't no Kinko's. It's just FedEx now, for real. But hey, Footlocker, I'm going to Footlocker. It literally says Nike. Nah, it's still Footlocker. It's good, but Nike gonna be smooth about it and be like, no, we just gonna keep on low and not saying that. The same way how nobody really tripped it like. The same way how like mega woke people be like, I don't mess with Nike because the kids in Asia got to make the shoes, but you walk around in Converse
all day long, every day.
Nike made Converse. What? Nah, I like my Converse.
They'll take it easy off. Like but or they may even do this smooth shit where they do this close down they close down 1,000 stores. Footlocker, right? Like Nike buy it out, close down 1,000 stores in Footlocker, then make primarily shit online. So now you done made Footlocker look exclusive because it's almost like a Kicks or like a
they don't be everywhere.
Where they don't be everywhere, and it's like it's like in these random ass outlets, like you know what I'm saying, like you know whatever little outlets that they have. So you go down there and it's like, oh, they got that over there, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you put it online, and because that's what people gonna do now. People have now got to this point where especially throughout the years, especially how much COVID has expedited the fact of people just buying shit now from home. Motherfuckers don't even want to shop no more. I think last Black Friday, motherfuckers weren't even out like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't even popping like that no more. That shit has already been declining in a lot of ways as well, descending in a lot of ways. But now shit is more to the point where like, yo, you can do everything online? Cool. Like, I'm gonna do my shit online. I want to have this shit online. Literally, you do that. You make it a Footlocker, you do Nike, and you say, oh, you know, special brand, the Footlocker edition. So then you go in and it's like, oh, Footlocker, or you do some, and then that way, you know what I'm saying, you put some special shit over there. Like, or you don't even, you know what you do? You buy it and call it House of Hoops. Yeah. You buy all of the Footlockers and then just call it House of Hoops and then put it on Melrose. Put one store on Melrose, put one store in the Beverly Center, put another store in Emeryville Mall, put another store in the Galleria in Texas, you know what I'm saying? And then you just spread that shit out. And then you put one on Collins Ave in Miami.
And put super expensive shoes in there.
Expensive shit. And then literally have some shit where it's only like, where you do some shit where it's like all your special shit, like, oh, these the Gucci Nikes? Oh, these this, that. Like, it's all these limited edition ass shoes in there where motherfuckers in there bring back the shoes, the see-through Nikes, the Air Forces, bring them motherfuckers back. Make niggas be like, nigga, this shit fly. Because that's how you bring nostalgic shit back, though. Yeah. You use nostalgic shit to bring nostalgic shit back.
And then you get when you do like when you have those raffles, instead of having them ship out, you really have a store for people to go in and get them. Like that raffles, and you go in there like, oh, come pick up your shoes here, and you go in there pick up your shoes, and of course while you're there, oh, y'all got these too? Double up. Y'all got extras? Yeah, double up, rock, stock, and sell.
And if y'all wasn't thinking of this Nike, and y'all hear this episode and be like, that's a smart ass idea, pay me.
Cash me out.
Cash me.
Venmo me, Cash App me, and then send Dell a gift card for Starbucks.
Nah. That's what you do. Ryan make the big money. You send him a Starbucks gift card so he can feed his team. Me, man, I need the money. I need the money. College student struggling.
This is a warehouse.
Nah, that's his real house. That's where he lived at. See, look, that chair always there. Look how good it is.
I broke into somebody's house and I'll be recording episodes in their house. Hey man, let me ask you something while we talking about living in LA and life and so on, bro. It's been this thing going around. Like people are like really upset with the Lakers in like a strange way. I don't think it's just because they want to talk about him, but they should get rid of LeBron because he's talking about he want to play with his son later. What's he talking about? Westbrook is basically a murderer, and Anthony Davis, he about to be in a wheelchair, and Dwight Howard is eating Black and Milds in the locker room. And then Vogel, he be in Hawaii coaching on Zoom, like coaching remote. They used to find anything to say about these Lakers, bro. And I just got a question for you, like as a fan of a team that just won recently, Dell. Like, say the Warriors, they got their 3 championships in our recent lifetime, right? But even like right now, they haven't won a championship since Durant left. Like, what would you tell a Laker fan that they just won a championship? Would you tell them to like, yo, y'all gotta relax and just be okay, be relevant, or do you be like, blow it up and start all over? You could be good in 5 years. Where are you at with this, Dell?
Yeah, I think you hit it right there. I mean, they just gotta relax, bro. And I think the problem is this. The crazy thing is, like you said, it's about LeBron. I don't actually think no blame goes on LeBron. You know, no blame goes on LeBron. Some blame goes on AD, but being AD's hurt. Like a lot of people like, well, he hurt, so if he was here though, it's like when you be hooping with a dude at the basketball court, and if he didn't have them jeans on, he would be the rawest motherfucker out, right? Like, oh, he didn't have them jeans on, bro. I swear to God, I seen him without them jeans one day. But like, I actually feel like a lot of this attack has been on Westbrook. Yeah. And I think that's where it needs to stop at. I would tell people to stop doing that. Stop blaming Westbrook. For real. Westbrook came over here. Westbrook was already balling. Westbrook has done nothing but good for the league. You know what I mean? Like nothing but good. Yeah, he might get a little hot-headed sometimes. And this is me coming as somebody who is a Warriors fan, and I will say this right now, like it was at a point where it was a battle between what kind of guard do you want, a Westbrook guard or a guard like Curry. It was shit like that, and I remember a point when people were like, I want a Westbrook guard because Westbrook, he could do this, he could do that. I remember people saying that shit. Curry ain't built like that. Curry ain't this, Curry ain't that. He ain't got the athleticism, but like Westbrook is something else. He's the best ever. And it's niggas right now who said that shit, who sitting here hating on this man. And I'm going here to defend him. I actually think like they need to get off of his ass. They need to get off him. Like it's getting to a point where like you can only take so much, bro. So of course your answers in the media now are going to be a little bit more like, man, fuck y'all. Like y'all gonna stop asking me dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? This man. When Nipsey got lost, he went and put 20 for 20 for 20. You know what I'm saying? Like he went and threw up the rolling 60s for y'all. And then, you know what I'm saying? When he was by himself, when KD left, he went in and was triple-double king. You know what I'm saying? Was knocking it down. Went to the Wizards, was balling on the Wizards. Went to Houston, tried to ball on the Houston. You know what I'm saying? And he's done everything. But literally, because KD left him, everybody looks at Westbrook as though he's the problem. So now we're starting to get to this point where now that Westbrook, mind you, Westbrook is the only one really from LA on that whole squad. The only one really from LA. Scott should be really honoring this man. Like he coming and playing for his hometown, trying to do what he can. He playing the best that he can. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got the step that he told he was gonna get. That's like going to work and then they be like, yo, you're gonna be doing copies. And then you get there and you got to do copies the old way. Like you got to be in here just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be, you know, for real, like, no, real shit. Like you're supposed to be doing a certain job, right? And they tell you, oh, bro, we got the brand new machine. This shit go hard, bro. You can do 1,000 copies in one go. Then you get there, bro, and then you, you get there and shit just broke. Like, oh, I know we told you that, you know what I'm saying? You should, you know, the copier was going to be working. Now you got to literally write everything out. And then give it to people on their desk. And then I ain't mad at you. Man, this shit sucks, man. You ain't writing good enough. It's not legible. Like, y'all niggas told me when I got here, y'all had this expensive ass copier. You know what I'm saying? Okay, better analogy.
That's a great analogy. Oh, we got the new copier, go hard. It could do 1,000 copies.
Go hard.
All right, cool. All you gotta do is operate the copier. All right, cool. You just come up, give it some oil, plug it in, rub it a little bit, read to it, and that's all you gotta do. Hey, the copier don't work. All right, so just for now, just write everything. What? Yeah, no, it's gonna be back though soon. It's one of the best copiers ever. Like we got it from another organization, and we always wanted it. And this is the one we got now, but it's gonna be back. All right, it's working now. It's working now. You get it. Hey, it's broken again. What do you mean it's broken again? Yeah. So technically, honestly, when it all come together, this is your fault. What?
It's all your fault. Like it don't make no damn sense. And it's like this, right? And I'll admit this. LeBron is and the reason why a lot of people are so hard on is because LeBron is having a great season. LeBron's doing a great job. He's doing an amazing job on the fucking court. He's playing every position he could possibly play. He's doing exactly what we know LeBron to do. Now, I do think, you know what I'm saying? The thing is too, I think that LeBron needs to come out and say some shit though. Like, stop letting this hate go on Westbrook. Come on and be like, yo, you know what, man? Like, he doing what he can, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Show him that kind of love, like I do. Like, sometimes it's okay to do that. Like, it's okay to do that. Like, yo, we got Westbrook. Like, you don't even got to be no, like, all out, put your arm around him type shit. You know what I'm saying? But just come on and be like, yo, man, I'm so happy to have Westbrook here. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something. Because that's how you build team. That's how you build camaraderie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got him, like, he's already been hated on almost every other team you've been on. The last time he had somebody where it was love and he thought he had a good friend, his friend stabbed him on the back and left the squad. Didn't tell him nothing.
Stab him in the back. He didn't stab him. He just moved out.
Literally, whole Rambo knife.
He just
gave that nigga a Rambo knife.
He moved out while he was asleep.
Yeah, moved out and didn't tell him. Moved out and didn't tell him. Then moved out, didn't tell him nothing. Took the deposit and left. You know what I'm saying? And got a big ass apartment. Sky view. He look like your view. They're away from living in.
I think now I thought about something that you said when you said that he was on OKC putting in work. And everybody and most critics were like, yo, this is good basketball. Like all these numbers, And I feel like a lot of people were like, yo, that's not good basketball, but that's just what they wanted to sell at the time. So it's interesting how when he's on like OKC, everyone knew that OKC wasn't going to win a championship, right? So people are so mad that KD goes to Warriors. It's like, it's going to be easy. It's going to be cakewalk, right? That's the assumption. So at that point, you know OKC's not going to win a championship. But still, people still enjoyed watching OKC because Westbrook was putting in work, having a blast. So he's minding his own business over there and got to come over here. To your point about the copier, they got to blame somebody because they have to blame somebody. They can't blame AD because he may get offended and leave. He has a no trade clause in his contract where he can only be traded to where he agrees to be traded to. So it's like they can't blame him and say he's broken and brittle. So they gotta blame Westbrook. And I kind of feel like LeBron, like he owned that's his department. That's his department. And yeah, he brought in the copy operator and the copier ain't working. And it just don't work. So LeBron's the copy operator, like, well, like, you an operator, bro. Like,
it's on y'all. Y'all broke the shit. That's what he on. He on something like, y'all broke the shit. I got it there. Y'all broke it.
LeBron's telling Westbrook that he broke Anthony Davis.
Like, he broke it. Like, bro, like it's your fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what did Westbrook do to him?
You did better. Like, you should have oiled it better. Like you wasn't giving him the ball enough. Like I don't know what the fuck to blame him on. Like, but it's like everything he does is like it's fucked up. It's like y'all stacked this whole team up. Like, what about Melo? Melo and LeBron the same age. Nigga, like, what the fuck? Like Melo could be getting bugged. Melo's on the side looking fresh with cornrows. You know me, nigga, do a shit, chili, nigga, banana boat, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm on the banana boat with that nigga. I was there, nigga.
Banana boat, nigga. No, because Melo pulled up. It's so weird, though, because Melo pulled up with, like, low expectations. Like, we just need a shooter or whatnot. Like, but what did y'all think that Westbrook was going to do, though? Like, that's the weirdest thing about it. I think that what did you guys expect from that man? Like, just what was... Like, okay, you got the cop. Okay, you got the guy. But like, what did you think he was gonna do? Like, because his history is like ball, like go. Because one guy gave an analogy about Westbrook. Westbrook is like Cyclops on the X-Men. Like, there's no half step. You got to put the glasses on. If you take the glasses off, scorch earth. The glasses on, cool. Glasses off, scorch earth. And Westbrook plays a scorch earth style. So like, what did you think? And it's interesting when people move like that because eventually they get to a point where I think that's what's gonna happen with Ja Morant. I think that's gonna happen eventually. Hopefully not. But it's gonna be like it's just too much and he can't play with anybody else. It's just too much. It's just overwhelming. He gotta have the ball all the time. It's the same thing with AI and super entertaining when you're younger. Once you get older, it's like, see, we need you to increase your IQ and be Chris Paul. I'm not Chris Paul though, and y'all also get on him for not winning. So you can't win. You can't. But you know who's going to win? You know who's going to win? Who's going to win is the fans that come to Chase Arena to come visit us at the Warriors game. We're going to be at the Warriors game versus the Utah Jazz, April 2nd, Ryan Humor, and about that time. Y'all should pull up. And take a picture. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. If you pull up with us, if you pull up, you take a picture with us, we're going to give you one of these. If you pull up, the first person we see you pull up, we're going to give you one of these. And if you can't see what I'm showing you, you got to go to YouTube and watch the video. If you listen to this right now and you can't see what I'm showing, you got to pull up and watch the video and you find out what I'm showing.
It's a Rolex.
It's not. It's not a Rolex. Just so that's clear.
Hey, he's going to take the video off of a million views.
Just so that's clear, it's not a Rolex. Not even close. Not even close.
It was close to a Rolex. And what I mean by it was close to a Rolex, when he pulled it up, it was close to a Rolex when he pulled it up. It was actually like significantly by a Rolex when he pulled up.
You know what? At this point, y'all don't watch the video. At this point, they'll watch. Hey man, do you have a song of the week for these people?
I do, man. I actually have the song of the week, man. It's actually by LA native dude, an old Crip out here from a great movie. I think in the times that we're going, man, it's really about being a menace to society. And I wanted to give this song a listen, bro, from MC8 called Menace to Society. It's from the Menace to Society soundtrack. Just one of those dope ass old school 90s hits that just really something to vibe to. I was vibing to it on the way in the freeway. On my way to school, and I was like, this shit, I forgot about how dope this shit was. So yeah, man, y'all check that out, man. MC8 without the G. Used to battle with DJ Quick back in the day. Hasn't really played a bunch of movie roles. He the dude from Menace to Society that ran up on dudes like, hey yo, hey, you need some help, homie? And then shot him. That's MC8. So yeah, go check him out, man. Just give us some old, give us some props to the old school, man. Because I gave y'all a new legend, but I want to give y'all old dude who didn't get enough recognition because he really should have ran a Grammy for this track. Well, I'm not even gonna front to you. This was a fire ass song. He vibes on this shit.
Good share. Per usual, y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you here with us, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, man, and if you made it this far, just know we here at the Dell and Ryan Report really, 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 really fuck with you. So till next time, cue the music.
What's up?
Blessings. Bang, bang, bang.